Hi guys, welcome back. This is going to be a gentle somatic practice. Maybe anytime you're feeling a little anxious, overwhelmed, or if you're low energy or it's later in the day, this can just be a gentle introspective practice. So come and join me seated. If when you sit on the floor, you feel like your back is really rounded and maybe it feels uncomfortable, you could take a blanket, fold it up, put it underneath the back of your sit bones so your pelvis can tilt forward a bit. So you're welcome to sit flat or on a blanket like this. And you can put your feet right in front of each other so your knees are a little wider. And then we're going to start to just rotate our chest real gentle. And I'll just say that really in any yoga asana practice, everything that I share, every physical cue, it's really just an invitation. So always listen to your body. You are your greatest teacher. You know your body better than anyone else. And part of the magic of somatic practice is really learning to attune to yourself and gather more wisdom, gather more insight within yourself. So that, yes, you can go to a practice and you might learn a lot from a teacher, but ultimately you have to decide what your body needs at any moment, right? What kind of movement, adjustment, what kind of prop use might support you more. So I just want to share that at the beginning so that you can be really empowered to know that you can take what you like, what feels supportive, and leave what doesn't. And the only caveat I would say is that sometimes we do need a teacher to show us our blind spots. So it can be really supportive to do things that are outside our comfort zone, that are outside our nature. But it takes time to build towards that, right? We want to feel really safe and comfortable in our bodies. So somatic practice is ideally getting you to a place where you feel a lot of trust, where you can choose. Again, when you hear a cue in a class, you don't always have to take it. You can really tune in, feel it, try it, and have discernment. Okay, we're gonna walk the left hand over to the left. Keep your opposite hip rooted, and then reach your arm over your head. And then we're gonna do a gentle opening, maybe looking up, and then exhale, you're gonna round. Good, and then take your hand behind your head, bend your elbow, do that again, and look at the ceiling. Breathe in, and exhale, you're gonna round. Look down towards the mat. Let's do one more. Breathe in, look up, kind of opening up that right shoulder, right chest, and exhale, round. And then walk your hands through the middle like a half moon to the other side. Stretch your hand pretty far away, but see if you can keep the opposite hip rooted. Reach over your ear. You could look up, breathe in, and then exhale, look down. Inhale, look up, maybe bend your elbow. See the ceiling. And exhale, look down. One more. Breathing in, lifting the left side of your chest, left armpit. And exhale, go down. Cool, walk your hands forward again, and we'll hold here and just do like a little cat-cow. So think chest out, and then exhale. Press your hands down and round your back. Inhale, think that you're sliding your hands back and draw your chest forward. Exhale, push the ground away and round your back. Tuck your chin, belly in. Inhale, shoulders back, lengthen. And exhale, round. Beautiful. Walk your hands back. You're just going to put the other leg in front. Real simple. And then rotate your chest. So your hands can rest on your legs. And it might feel really nice to close your eyes. Allow yourself just to notice sensation. Let your awareness come into the lower half of your body, to your pelvic bowl. And just notice how your breath moves with this simple movement. And then go the other way. Letting your chest lead. So subtle rounding when you go back, little opening when you go forward. Okie dokie. And then if you want, you can get rid of your blanket. You're going to put your feet on the mat, and we're going to do 3 of these. So feet are out in front of you. Hands can be back behind you. You're going to roll your shoulders back, puff up your chest, and you can very gently lift your hips. It doesn't have to be a full lift, but you can go towards that and maybe look up. And exhale, hips back. Cool. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, inhale, lift. Maybe look at the ceiling. Exhale, hips down, 1 more. Lift your chest, come on up, breathe in. And exhale, down you go. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna lay on our back. You don't really need any props. So just lie back, put your feet on the mat. Reach down and grab your kneecaps. You can hook your thumbs. And you're just going to circle your knees to the right. Massaging the back of your sacrum. And then circle to the left. Then let your knees drop forward so your thumbs are hooked. Your knees are resting into your palms. And I want to see if you can release all the effort in your lower body. So let your hands support your knees and your hips and your legs. And you're just releasing your lower back. Pull the shoulders back slightly. And then you can do a little tiny cat-cow from here. So let your belly lift. You can breathe in. Pull the belly in, flatten your low back onto the mat. Good, keep going. Lift the belly button a bit, an arch, and then exhale, belly in. 1 more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Cool, so take your arms overhead, and then you're gonna let your knees drop over to the right side. And you can do like a very gentle cactus of your arms. Another option that I like is to straighten this left arm and ground your legs with your right arm. So it's nice to kind of stretch out the shoulder by stretching the arm up by your ear. So try that if it feels good. Take a couple easy breaths into the left ribs, really letting it expand and widen. Full exhale, clearing it all out. Another full breath in. Really widening the ribs and emptying out. Nice, and then just kind of drape your arm over, and you can rest your head on your forearm for a moment. Take a couple easy breaths there. And then gently push yourself up. And you're going to just let that left knee bend. So your legs are in like 2 little triangles. Your feet could be pretty close to you, and this is another spot that you might want to sit on your blanket. So you're going to do a really easy twist to the right. Inhale through the center, and really easy twist to the left. And you go down the way you came, kind of slide your arm by your ear, and come onto your back. Let your knees fall to your left side. And again, you could cactus, palms up, or you could straighten that right arm and just ground into your leg with your left hand. And take a couple of easy breaths, again, kind of elongating the space And it really depends on what feels nice for you. You can keep the arm active and engaged. Or it might feel nicer just to completely melt and let gravity take over and cactus and release all effort. So just finding the movement of the breath, noticing where it goes, letting the body soften for the breath. Full breath in. Gentle drawing of the belly in as you exhale. Another full breath in. And clearing it out. And then just kind of round over, and you could put your head on your forearm if that feels good. Gentle breaths here. Softening your belly. And then you can start to come on up. You're just going to bend that right knee. So kind of both knees are bent at a right angle, and you're going to do a little twist to the right. Inhale through the center, a little twist to the left. Inhale through center, slide your left arm by your ear, and you're back on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Cool, and then we're gonna cross the knees. So you're gonna bring your right knee over your left knee and start to just bend and straighten your knees a couple times, letting your feet flex and then point as you go down. Yeah, so just kind of moving through flexion and pointing, bending and straightening. And then either from here, grab your knees, or you could try to grab your feet. It's like a very gentle outer hip stretch. So if it feels really hard to find your feet, you can also put anything under your head that you have nearby. Blanket, block. So just kicking your feet out, flexing into your feet a little bit. This will release the outer hips. Cool, and then let's do the other side. So bring your left knee over your right, and you're kind of rotating your thighs out. You're just gonna flex and bend, point and straighten. Flex and bend, point and straighten. One more. And then again, you let your knees bend, and you could draw your knees towards you, or you could try to grab the outsides of your feet. Once you have your feet, you can gently kick out and bring your feet up and down any amount. And don't hold your breath, so you're still breathing in and out of your nose, nice and easy. One more like this. Okay, beautiful. Release that. And you can hug your knees in one more time. Option 2, reach inside your knees and try to grab your feet. So your feet are touching and your knees are apart, so it's like a butterfly shape. And remember, this is all an invitation. So if something doesn't feel good in your body, let it go. It's not performance. This is a healing practice, an introspective practice. So listen, breathe, be attentive, because your body's always giving you information, both from the nervous system level to the emotional level, to the physical, muscular level, fascia, skin. Take another breath in. Let it go. Okay, you could take your feet over your knees if that feels nice, a little happy baby, pulling your shoulders back. You could rock a little left and right. And then take your right foot behind your left shin. You're going to bend your left knee and you're going to kind of resist it, and then you're going to push it back up. So it's a little resistance as you bend and straighten your knee, just to kind of get the muscles and the fascia awake. A little bit of resistance. And then you can keep your left leg where it is at your calf, and you can gently, again, kind of pull your feet towards you. So it could be a little like calf massage using your own body. And then switch. Bring your